Guys, nightclubs and nightlife in general is slowly dying. All across America, clubs and bars are shutting down. You want to know one of the big reasons why? Young men drink less. The alcohol industry has lost somewhere around $830 billion because most guys have realized, if I'm not trying to get this, why am I drinking alcohol? And a lot of guys are getting red pilled on nightclubs and nightlife being a terrible way to source females.
The weekend scene isn't disappearing overnight, but it is changing in ways that are becoming harder to ignore. More men are simply deciding their time, money, and energy are worth more than another night at the club. That shift in priorities has changed the atmosphere, and the ripple effects are becoming impossible to ignore. The conversation surrounding this trend is only getting louder.
Men would like to pay for women. They really do. Like, it's in their biological nature to provide and to take care of a woman. The difference is that not just men, just human beings in general will like to give if they feel like that person is actually grateful and humble and generous, right? A lot of these women expect men to just pay for every fucking thing, right? And it's like, yo, you can't be that broke to the point where you don't got $5 to pay for a cup of coffee. Like, really? You can't offer a cup of coffee for him? But that's what I'm talking about. Like, you can't, like, you know, cook up a meal for him, like, be humble, be generous, be grateful. Like, if he takes you out, be like, thank you so much, I really appreciate this. That is what being feminine is all about, right? Empathy, generosity, like, just being lovely. Modern women are not like that. It's like, you have to fucking pay, and I ain't doing shit for you. Like, where did this mentality come from?
For many men, the appeal simply isn't there anymore. Spending large amounts of money for a night that often leads nowhere doesn't feel like a worthwhile investment. More men are asking whether there are better ways to spend both their time and money. That question alone has changed a lot of behavior.
It's getting to an age like the club is played out, it's boring. I'd much rather a night in, comfortable in the bed, rubbing my feet together, doing the section, the bottle, girl. It's too much. Y'all need to learn how to stay inside. Like, y'all always want to be outside. Like, it's not worth it. You guys are making new friends with girls that you don't know, in the bathroom saying I love you to people you don't know. It's immature. It's childish. Spend the night in. Now you're hungover. Be inside. It's better that way. I'm getting to a point in life where I don't want to do that. If y'all like the club, cool, but me personally, I'd much rather just be inside. The covers, reading a book on a Friday night. That sounds like that's a good time to me. Just my preference. I don't know about y'all, but that's my preference.
It's interesting to see social media conversations about nightlife becoming less exciting than it once was. Whether that's because of changing culture, rising costs, or shifting priorities, opinions vary. One thing is clear: men don't participate in the same way they used to. That change is becoming harder to ignore.
I need all of us to sit down and have an honest discussion about how much clubbing sucks. So the other day I was like, you know what? It's been a while since I've been to the club, so I decided to go out. Mistake number one. And it was hip hop night, and like I would only go to a club for hip hop night because it's the only genre of music you can actually dance to. And no, you can't dance to this isn't dancing, techno lovers. Gross. So I get to the club, and number one, it's so loud that you just couldn't have a conversation. Like, my friends and I were yelling over each other, and it was just chaotic. And then I went to the bar and I bought myself a drink, like a very basic vodka soda, and it was $20. When did everything get so expensive? And it wasn't even a double, and it was diluted, and I was annoyed. And then I realized that I was actively searching for somewhere to sit, because if I'm going to be yelling over people, I'd much rather do it sitting down. And of course, as there were no seats, because in this economy, who's actually buying tables, I don't know, I went outside, where the basically rest of the club were just hanging out. Because you guys know, the only place to have a conversation when you go clubbing is in the toilet, in the smoking area, or outside. So there I was, fanning myself in this goddamn heat, And yeah, I bring a fan everywhere I go nowadays. And no, it isn't auntie, it's smart, okay? And I couldn't even bring my overpriced beverage outside. So I spent how much money? To stand outside, fanning myself, making small talk with people who I'm probably only gonna meet that one time? And to think that we once did this for fun. And to think we once did this wearing heels. You Gen Zers will have no idea the pain and physical discomfort that us millennials had to go through in the early clubbing days when the uniform was high heels, bandage dresses, and little clutches. And that is the last time I will ever casually decide to go to a club.
The expectation that someone else should always pay is receiving more scrutiny than it once did. More men seem to value fairness and shared responsibility. As expectations change, so do social norms. Those shifts rarely happen overnight.
Spent over $1 million at the club. I hate clubbing. Clubbing is like modern day competition, right? So if you're a guy and you can't afford the best table, can't afford the best bottles, you can't afford the best experience, everybody in the club can see that because everyone's going to be comparing you to the person that can. So every time I go out, it's like, well, I'm making millions. Why not just spend a shit ton of money when I go out? Most of the time at the club, I'm literally on my phone, bro. I'm just on my phone texting my team or doing something like that. It's just so boring, but it's just a competition. And being a competitive person, I go out, I'm going to want the best table. I'm going to want to get to all the bottles. And out here in Miami, that cost me like maybe 20 or 30K.
Nightclubs have traditionally relied on customers purchasing food, drinks, bottle service, transportation, and entertainment throughout the evening. That spending has always been a major part of the business model. When consumer behavior changes, businesses have to adapt. Every industry eventually faces that reality.
I spent 3 years and $40,000 to do an economics degree. So here's the economics of nightclubs. Do you guys know why girls get free entry to some nightclubs? Well, it's not because the girls are going to buy heaps of drinks. Not to say that ladies can't buy their own drinks, but they don't need to because if a nightclub has heaps of hot girls, guys will naturally be attracted to the club. They're the ones that are paying for the drinks for themselves and for the girls. That's how the clubs make money. The girls are increasing the value proposition for the men, and that's the economics of nightclubs. So next time you see girls getting free entry to nightclubs, don't complain, it's just economics.
Promotions such as discounted admission or themed nights have long been used to attract different groups of customers. Those marketing strategies are designed to create a lively atmosphere and encourage attendance. Whether they remain effective depends on how consumer preferences evolve. Marketing only works when men continue responding to it.
Women use men for drinks and free dinners all the time. Do they not? Do women not use, I've literally heard women say the only reason they go out is to get free drinks. Or I've asked a woman, hey, can I buy you a drink? And she goes, yeah, can you get my friend one too? Right then and there, I know these women have come out to use men. Well, now men are going to use women for sex. We all know this is true, right? Okay, which is not fair either. But why are the women acting like men are all the dogs, right? Oh, you just want to use me for sex, right? Well, you use me for drinks. We're both using each other. Doesn't it cancel each other out? It's both bad. Neither one of us should be using anybody. Think about it. Peace.
There was a time when buying someone a drink was viewed as a simple icebreaker. Today, many men are becoming more cautious about spending money on strangers they just met. That doesn't necessarily reflect bitterness. It reflects changing expectations around dating and social interaction.
I watch two men sitting at a table, three men sitting at a table alone, and I watch pretty young girls walk up to the table, and I see the men look at each other like, who are these girls? Like, why do they want to, like, we don't know them type thing, like, get away from our table. And in my head, I'm like, hey guys, this is the whole point. The whole point of you getting a table is so that those two girls actually want to speak to you. Because if we weren't in this setting, they wouldn't.
Many men simply prefer investing in themselves today. They'd rather spend money on the gym, travel, education, savings, or hobbies than on experiences they no longer find rewarding. That decision isn't about proving anything to anyone. It's about aligning spending with personal priorities.
Guys that are pay attention to me tonight. I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Oh my god. Touch a boob, buy a drink. I mean, it's like very fucking simple.
The biggest takeaway isn't that nightlife has disappeared. It's that many men's definition of a good weekend has changed. Quiet evenings, meaningful friendships, personal growth, and financial discipline are becoming more attractive than expensive nights out. Different priorities naturally create different lifestyles.
What's the cheat code to getting free drinks from guys at the pub?
Oh, it's not too hard, to be honest. It's not hard. Just say hi and you got them. That's it. Just look at them.
It's that easy.
Oh, you walk up to them. I've done this before and you go, what do you do for a living?
You just gotta ask, honestly. Like sometimes if you just gotta go up and then get a drink with them, and then they normally do it.
Easy work.
You just tell them how amazing they look and just flirt with them.
More men appear willing to walk away from situations that don't feel mutually beneficial. They aren't necessarily avoiding women. They're becoming more intentional about how they spend their resources. Time, energy, and money have become investments rather than automatic expenses. That's a noticeable cultural shift. If the message hit, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.